when evil parents realize they've been caught.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
I just went away from home because I live in a family of 15, and my two little sisters right now are chained up.
Okay,
What?
how old are you?
I'm 17.
When a 911 operator for Riverside County receives a strange call from what sounds like a very confused child, she has no idea of the horrors about to be revealed to her. In the very early morning hours of January 14, 2018, a home security camera in Paris, California captures what looks like a young child fleeing from what seems to be a typical suburban house. The child runs shakily down the driveway before picking up speed once hitting the sidewalk and disappearing from view.
How did she escape?
17-year-old Jordan Turpin, and though she's been planning for this moment for almost 2 years, she still has no idea what she's about to do will change the course of her family's lives forever. Interestingly, another person, this one looking to be older, also emerges from the house and moves quickly down the street off camera, though in the complete opposite direction, only to return a few minutes later and re-enter the house.
What?
At the same time, Jordan makes it to a corner down the block where she stops beneath a stop sign and, with hands shaking violently, dials 911.
I just ran away from home.
Okay, do you know where you are?
I'm actually in California, Paris.
Do you know what street you're on?
She's
No.
17?
Do you see any signs or anything, like any street signs?
No, I don't.
The
Sounds
operator speaks
9.
with her for a minute before realizing this is a matter for the sheriff's department and asks Jordan to hold on 1 second while she transfers her. Jordan agrees and stands, panting in the darkness, full of adrenaline and fear that at any moment her parents will appear out of the shadows.
It's BHB with the transfer. She's not sure where she's at. She says that she's in Paris and she ran away from home.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
What's your name?
Jordan Turpin.
The operator asks her to spell her last name, and Jordan
How long has she
tries,
been trapped
although she
in there?
misspells it both times the operator asks.
Turpin. Do you need my address?
Yeah, what's your address?
Okay, you gotta give me a minute. It's gonna take a while.
Here, Jordan pauses, taking a couple of deep breaths before doing her best to provide an answer.
I live in, okay, this is my address. 9257. Okay, did you get that?
Case? Is it C-A-S-E?
Okay, sorry. I'm going to start over. My address is 925705574.
Hold
Did
on.
you get it?
Okay, so now you just gave me a whole bunch of numbers. You didn't give me any kind of street name there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
She's
you're just
never,
around the corner
she's
from your
never
house,
been
is that
outside the
right?
house before.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. I've never been out.
Okay,
I
this
don't
makes
go out
sense.
much, so I don't know anything about the streets or anything.
Holy
It's
shit.
later revealed
In
that
17
Jordan has never been to school or received any kind of formal education whatsoever, so the fact she's able to offer anything at all is actually rather impressive.
Facts.
The operator asks Jordan a couple more questions about her location before getting to the heart of the matter.
Why did you leave your house?
What?
Why did you leave your house?
My two little sisters right now are chained up
Where are they chained up at?
on their bed.
Then there are 15 kids?
There's 13 kids, and then a mother and father.
Are you at a corner right now?
I might be.
Is there a street sign? Is there a pole with two names at the top?
I just see a stop sign.
Okay, can you go over and stand right at that stop sign?
Yes.
Shortly thereafter, Deputy Anthony Colaci, at the end of a long graveyard shift, pulls up to the curb, getting out to greet the small, disheveled figure standing alone in the darkness.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, what's going on?
Okay. I just ran away from home,
Okay,
and I live in a family of 15.
okay.
Thank you so much. There's a mother and father, and then there's 13 kids.
Holy shit.
How old are the kids?
Okay, some of them are like, okay, my older sister's 29, the youngest is 2.
And they all live in the house?
Yes.
Even your 29-year-old sister?
Yes. Oh, yeah, they're kind of scared to ask to move out because of their mother.
What
Some
you
of them
mean?
have asked for a job before, and she acts like that's crazy and it would never happen. God,
What's the plan?
My two little sisters right now chained up.
How old are they?
11 and 14. They're chained up because they stole mother's food.
Uh-huh.
But, okay, yeah. And do you want to know why they stole mother's food?
Because she
Why?
wasn't feeding them?
All we ever eat, for like probably like 2 straight years or 3 or more, but we always eat the same things. But sometimes we do eat. I'm sorry if I talk too much. Okay. I've never talked to anybody out there, so I don't.
Oh my God, this is nuts. This is like, nigga, she's never been outside. She doesn't know how to have human interaction, bro. This is so scary. She doesn't know how to speak to people. She doesn't know how to spell her own name correctly. The mom's feeding them scraps. They ain't never been to school. They ain't never worked. She doesn't plan to give them a job. She just treats them like animals for what? I don't know. Just to keep them in the house for fucking what? Like, you don't want them to get out and do shit with their lives. You just want them to sit in the house with you and be useless. I don't get the fucking point.
I'm the person, so this is very hard for me to talk.
Despite Jordan's marked level of trepidation, she continues to divulge as much information as possible, though she clearly struggles to put it all into words. She picks up where she left off with the dispatcher during her 911 call in regards to Turpin family life and how little the children were fed.
I don't know much about my mother. She doesn't like us. She doesn't spend time with us ever.
Who takes care of you?
I take care of myself, and Mother does buy food for us, so she feeds us.
Okay, all we ever eat is peanut butter sandwiches. Sometimes they tell Mother that they're hungry, but she has to give it to them. And then when they throw up, she says, "You're supposed to tell me if you're hungry, I'll give you something." And then they try to tell her, and she just like, "Okay, go on." So...
You've never been outside before?
Okay, I've been outside.
Do you go to school?
No, I haven't finished first grade.
Oh my God.
Jordan, having been sheltered from the outside world, is painfully apparent when she concedes that she isn't familiar with the most basic of health-related terminology.
Okay, does anybody at the house take any kind of medication?
Oh, I don't know what medication is.
Any medicines?
When we have a cold, sometimes we take Robitussin. I don't know. We don't take medicine much when we're sick.
Right, so...
Do your parents know you
Have
left
a
your
lot
house?
of food in
No,
there,
they don't.
right?
When we're sick.
Shit ton of processed food in here. You got some food in here. She just not feeding y'all? She's just like, you can have it one by one, piece by piece.
Right, so...
How do your parents know you left your house?
No, they don't.
Do you take any medication?
What's medication?
Medication?
Yeah, what's medication?
Do you take pills? Do you take pills?
Oh, I
For-
don't think I've ever taken a pill before.
Okay.
Right, I haven't. But,
What about your other siblings? Do they ever go outside?
okay. Mother treats them right.
Mother is
They
crazy.
go out.
Why is
every
she
day
calling her
goes
mother?
out, but she takes turns sometimes.
This sounds like freaking... What's that show? There's a movie. It's a hard not life for us. Get tricked. What is it? It's a hard not... Annie, bro. This is what it feels like. I feel like I'm fucking watching Annie in real life, and it's just really sad. It's just really fucking sad.
They're like, they go out every day when she goes out, but she takes turns sometimes. It's 2 right now. But when was 1, was crying, and Mother from her head with a pencil, and she just turned 1. And we was like noticing stuff, like, we was like, did get amnesia? Because she started acting weird after that. And so,
So you don't go to school?
right, I don't go
Do
to
your
school.
parents, do they let you go outside?
I've never, we don't even go in the backyard. But the reason I called and the reason I managed to get out here, this is one of the most scariest things I've ever done. I'm terrified. But I called because my 2 little sisters, they're chained up right now. And they...
Do you have pictures of that?
Yes, I can show you. I actually didn't have it, and then one of my sisters told me I need to get pictures. So see, here you can look at them. See, those are the places that make it on them, and that's And
pee?
see how dirty she is? We're so filthy. We don't take baths. We don't.
Is there a cell phone number
No, that's
to this?
Oh, no.
Can I look at, do you have any other
Okay,
photos?
You might be able to see it. Yes, those are just photos of me. I have pictures and videos, but they're on my camera, and I have to. That would take forever.
Have you lived in other states?
Yeah, Texas.
Did they act like this when you lived in Texas?
They acted different. They actually banned all of their kids in a house, and they
What?
left us there for like 4 years, and then later they came back and picked us up.
What?
They're living with us right now.
As the Texan neighbors of the family would later report, the family, who'd moved to Texas in the late 90s, kept entirely to themselves until a decade later, when they apparently fled in the middle of the night without a word of explanation. When neighbors went over to the mobile home to check on the dogs that had been abandoned there, they were shocked and horrified by what they saw. The dogs had apparently been found surviving off the used diapers left amid the other trash and feces left in the home, and the doors and refrigerator all bore padlocks and frayed ropes tied to the multiple bare bunk beds. It would later come out that this was where the Turpins had abandoned all but 2 of their children for at least 3 years, while they themselves lived in an apartment nearby, only coming
What?
by once a week to drop off a small amount of food.
What?
Sometimes we live in filth, and sometimes I wake up and I
What? This is nuts, bro. This is nuts. Like, honestly, having 15 kids or 13 kids, I can understand giving them their own house. I really could. Especially if one of the daughters was like already super old, right? She's already super old. You guys can have your own house. We'll be close by. You'll be taken care of well. We'll come we just sleep in a separate house. We all live our daily lives in the same house, but we don't have enough room for this one house, bro. We don't have enough rooms for all of us. So we'll sleep in the apartment and you guys sleep there. But to not help them clean, to not teach them how to clean up, to chain them to beds, to let them pee the bed and not clean it, to leave dirty diapers everywhere is fucking nuts. Disgusting. I don't even have words for what kind of parenting this is. This is something you shouldn't even have to speak on. It just, like, what the fuck? And the dogs, right? And the dogs just left there. So they just come one day and they just take all the kids that say we're traveling states and fuck the dogs.
I can't breathe. Sometimes we live in filth, and sometimes I wake up and I can't breathe because how dirty the house is. We never take baths. I don't know if we need to go to the doctor, but sometimes we think stuff might be wrong with us, and we tell Mother, and she just says, go on.
When was the last time you had a bath?
I don't know, almost a year ago.
What if I went to your parents' house right
My goodness, nigga. First things first. When you guys take her out of there, please get her in a bath. A bath? And get her to a therapist and a teacher right now.
now? What would they tell me?
I'd be terrified. If you went to my parents' house, they couldn't see me.
How did your sisters get like this?
Okay.
Your parents chained them up?
Yes, because they stole food.
Okay.
But they stole it because they were hungry.
How many subs to react to tomorrow's teaching? I'm not. And for that, 10,000. I'm really not reacting to that shit again. I'm really not. I'm done. After a penis got bit off. I don't y'all think this is a joke, bro. We don't need to see that shit here, bro. We don't need to see that shit here, bro. And more importantly, you don't have to dream about that shit. And I don't want to dream about that shit. All right? I don't want to be the one to have to show you that type of shit. We look at weird enough shit already. Tomorrow's teaching does not have to be one of them. We really don't. We really, we're not watching that shit, bro. I swear to God, we're done. I'm editing the video right now. The last tomorrow's teaching video. I'm going to upload that this week. That's it. That's it, bro.
Almost a year ago.
What if I went to your parents' house right now? What would they tell me?
I'd be terrified. If you went to my parents' house, they couldn't see me.
How did your sisters get like this?
Okay.
Your parents chained them up?
Yes, because they stole food.
Okay.
But they stole it because they were hungry.
You make sure to save these, okay?
Okay, I will.
Don't get rid of those.
I will. I won't. Thanks.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Take a seat in the back of my car?
Yes.
We're going to go around the corner, okay?
Okay.
And take a seat back here, okay?
By this point, the deputy's heard enough. He radios for backup and escorts Jordan to the police car to be driven to the family home. He reassures her she doesn't have to see her parents. On the way over to the house, Deputy Kalachi asks Jordan a few more questions.
Do you have any injuries?
What's injuries?
Oh shit.
Are you hurt?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Not right now.
Okay. Are your parents sleeping?
No, they're. Oh, I think they're up. They probably noticed me missing.
Have you ever tried to escape before?
Yes, I have.
How much would it cost to take me to Nevada? Nevada? No, not Las Vegas, just Nevada.
Wow.
Just the border, just at the very beginning of Nevada. Yeah. How much would it cost?
Who is she talking
Huh?
to?
No.
Have you ever tried to escape before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay, this one she tried to escape before. Gotcha.
How much would it cost to take me to Nevada? Nevada? No, not Las Vegas, just Nevada. Just the border, just at the very beginning of Nevada. Yeah. How much would it cost? Huh? No. No, I'm 18. Okay, a couple hundred? I'm not going. I'll take a bus. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
And what happens when you try to?
My parents never tried to. My parents never caught me. But my older sister has run away, and she caught her. And she was, I think, just turned 20.
Yeah.
And her sister caught her and brought her back home, and she got in so much trouble.
Has anybody ever been to your house before to check on your welfare? Like, have any of your other siblings called the cops?
No. They, yeah. Some of them have wanted to, but they're too terrified.
Did you call the police?
I didn't have a way to get a phone yet. This is the first chance I got the phone back. Like I got this
Actual
phone
video of Jordan's closet.
like less than a month ago. But the next chance I got to call and run away was.
How did you get a phone?
Halloween outfits.
Okay, it's my.
Is that what they got you wearing on a daily basis?
Threw it away, and it wasn't used, and so I needed a way to call 911, and I asked my sister.
Thank you,
would
Edie,
that
for
be
the bits.
okay? And because we don't know much, and so
Why don't you know much?
Older sister.
Why don't you know much?
We don't go around. Our parents never tell us things. When we hear stuff, we're shocked. It took forever for us to figure out what our parents does is against the law.
That makes sense. You're just in the house all the time. You think it's
Even
normal.
The 29-year-old doesn't know this?
She's built in the house.
She knew it for a long time, but I think she's scared.
The sister, 29-year-old Jennifer Turpin, had in fact tried to escape once when the Turpin family lived in Texas, but without any form of education or identification, she was eventually forced to return home, where she was promptly punished.
Shit.
Is there a phone number to that phone?
I don't think there is.
How did you call 911?
Well, you could call 911.
Oh.
I'm sure any phone that, even if it's not connected to that, you can call 911.
So your parents, you're 17 years old?
Yes.
And throughout your whole life, you've never gone to school?
Right. I started first grade 2015 or 2016.
Uh-huh.
But,
She was 14.
How did you start first grade? Oh, in homeschool?
Yes.
And you've never gone to school?
Right.
What else do your parents do to you guys?
Oh, my brother's changed up too right now.
Why did you decide to leave today?
It was the next chance I got that I could phone.
How did you get a chance to get out?
Well, I was actually terrified. My mother was in the kitchen talking to the older ones, and she was laughing and stuff. And I was terrified, but she just got real mad. She just was doing stuff to my little sister, and I was just like, and she started saying that she was gonna just do stuff to us, and so I was just so scared, and I just left. I just went out the window. I don't.
So when you left right now, you left out the window?
Yes.
And
Actual
your mom was
escape
awake
plan drawing.
when
Yeah,
you she was in the other room?
Yeah.
Does your dad have a gun? Are there any weapons in the house?
Yes, but they don't use it.
How long have your mom and dad been married?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. For no education, bro, zero education, all she has is the people chirping in the house talking to her and maybe some things from the phone. She pretty damn good, yo. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She's pretty tough for nothing. Like, nothing. Imagine never being able to leave the house. Never taught a thing. Don't even know how to spell your own name. Pretty fucking tough, bro.
Yes, but they don't use
To
it.
draw an escape
How long
plan?
have your mom and dad been married?
I don't know, probably 20, I don't know. She
Yeah.
got married when she was 16.
Jordan is referring to her mother, 49-year-old Louise Turpin. According to both of Louise's sisters, Louise essentially ran away from home with the then 23-year-old David when she was only 16. David was from a highly respected and influential
This what they
family
look
in
like?
their home.
This is what this nigga looks like? Hey man. Hey man, I'm not trying to judge you from your looks, bro. I know it's not a good thing. Don't judge a book by its cover, my nigga. But if you are at your old age, nigga, still rocking the fucking the Oliver from Hannah Montana, dog. If at your old age you're rocking the fucking Oliver from Hannah Montana, you gotta be on a watch list. You gotta be on a watch list, nigga. This is like 1 through 13. You could get away with that, bro. You can get away with it, nigga. Anything above that, niggas gonna start looking at you weird, like, bro. What the fuck are you doing? What are you rocking right now?
Town, and it was for this reason it was from a highly respected and influential family in their hometown, and it was for this reason that Louise's parents gave their blessing for the two to get officially married.
Yes.
So all kids have the same mom and dad?
Yes.
According to David's parents, the reason he and Louise had so many children was down to them both being deeply religious in the Pentecostal faith, though the couple didn't attend a church or even have one near their home.
Does your mom take you to the doctor?
Not all the time. There was one time we all went to the doctor, and that's because we were sick. And the doctor told us that if we were one day later, it would have been too late.
Oh,
She
shit.
always waits to the last minute for everything.
Have the police ever got involved with this?
No,
Well, why don't you guys just leave the house?
because
Bro, we're
terrified.
kids. We're little
we don't
kids.
have
Most
a
of
way
us are
to
little
get
kids.
out.
What do you? There's 13 of us. What the fuck
Well,
kind of
said your
questions are you
mom's always
asking?
gone, right?
Right,
Well,
but
why don't you just leave?
either she leaves one of the older ones there, and our house, it makes a beeping noise.
Oh, like
This
ADT.
beeping noise was actually just the low battery sound from the
From the
smoke detectors in the
oh
Turpin's
my
home.
God.
It seems Jordan is under the impression that this
It's
was a signal from
secured.
some sort of security system. At this point, the other officers pull up to the scene, and Deputy Kalachi steps out of the car to direct.
To get played by the beeping noise in the fucking, in the fucking, what you call that shit? The smoke detector is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But if you don't know, right? Like no one has ever told you, you're not aware. You like that's what having zero education is. Like you don't know. You don't even know what the names of the things are around your house. She doesn't know what injuries are, bruh. Of course she's not gonna know what that sound is. She's gonna be like, yeah, that's something watching us up there.
Actually just the low battery sound from the smoke detectors in the Turpin's home. It seems Jordan is under the impression that this was a signal from some sort of security system. At this point, the other officers pull up to the scene, and Deputy Kalachi steps out of the car to direct them. It's now 7 a.m., and the sun has started to rise on this cool January morning when they approach the front door and knock loudly for a couple minutes.
Hi. Hi. Sorry to bug you.
How you guys doing?
Good.
We got a call for a check the welfare here at your house. So
For what?
check the welfare. So just basically check on everybody, make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, why?
Do you guys have kids in the house?
Yes.
Okay, do you mind if we come in and just take a look, make sure everybody's safe and everything's okay?
Okay, what kind of call did you get?
Well, we got a call that there was a young female walking around saying that she came from a house over here. We were able to find out that this was a house, and we just wanted to check and make sure everybody was okay.
Think she came from here?
That's what she said.
From inside this house?
I think so.
We don't let. You heard that? From inside this house? Nigga, no one's left this house in years. That's exactly what she's trying to say. From inside this house? Ain't no way. We don't let these niggas out. We don't let these niggas out ever. Nigga, the fuck you mean? Ain't no way she got out from here.
Yeah, she came from here?
That's what she said.
From inside this house?
I think so. Otherwise, we wouldn't be knocking on your door
Did
a
she say
Sunday.
her name?
I don't know. Did she say her name?
I don't know offhand, but we need
don't
to
know.
check.
We just need to check and make sure everybody's okay.
You'll notice the officers are careful not to mention Jordan by name, to not implicate her to her parents' faces.
Once we get in, make sure everything's okay, we'll get out of your
We
hair.
have a lot where we're packing.
Okay,
We're
Cap.
getting
that's
ready
fine,
to
that's fine.
move.
Cap,
So it's a mess in here?
it's always a
All right,
mess.
that's fine.
We don't mind messes. We've been
But
in
I
worse.
mean,
Look.
How you doing, sir?
The dad looks fucking shot in there, right? Like, is he good? He looks like he's out of it, bro. Lost, bro. Still with the fucking Oliver haircut, nigga. It's, bro.
Right now, so we expect you guys to be in bed.
okay.
And no weapons in the house or anything like that?
No.
I do have a gun that's it's locked up.
Okay, locked up is good. We like that.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're going to come in and check, okay? We just want to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, do you have a search warrant or anything? Or
No, we
what?
don't need one, sir.
As the officers prepare to carry out a warrantless search of the premises, they have determined there are exigent circumstances surrounding the current situation. Courts will typically look at the time when officers make the warrantless search or seizure to evaluate whether, at that point in time, a reasonable officer at the scene would have believed it was urgent to act and impractical to secure a warrant. Courts may also consider whether the facts suggested that the suspect was armed and planning to escape, whether a reasonable police officer would believe their safety or others' safety was threatened, and whether there was a serious crime involved. Police in hot pursuit of a fleeing criminal may also make use of the exigent circumstances exception. As officers push their way past the corpulent door jamb that is David and ease their way into the large open home, they're shocked and horrified by what greets them. Every inch of the 2,388 square foot house's floor is covered in mounds of rotting food and moldering
Fucking
trash.
talking about moving. Talking about fucking moving, bro. Get the fuck up out of here, dog. Fuck you. How about that? How about that, bro? How about that, Yiddy? Can you react to this? Alright, I'm not clicking shit again. I'm Nick at 30 on your asses, bro. I'm Nick at 30 on your asses, bro. No more. No, you're not getting anything. Matter of fact, TTS never coming on. Never coming on. How about that? No, you know, never coming on. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? All donations canceled. What did he say that one video? What did he say that one video? Oh, I was trying to be nice because he donated to fucking click it. So I was like, all right, let me click it. Let me wait till I have to pause.
House's floor is covered in mounds of rotting food and moldering trash, while the powerful stench of human waste hangs in the humid air. Strangely, there also seems to be several dozen unopened boxes and packages of children's toys and brand new children's clothing complete with tags seen peeking out of the monster.
Oh my God. And this is like a pretty nice house. Like, it's pretty large. I can see it fitting 13 kids in it. Like, a little tight to pass, but it's bigger than my house. You know? Like, you just leaving all the cups up here? Do they probably reuse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm missing one. They probably reuse all of these styrofoam cups over and over again, bro. Over and over again. I guarantee you. I guarantee it, bro. Look at this. Nigga, it really is nothing to put garbage in a garbage bag, to put recycling stuff in a recycling bag, and bring that shit outside to the fucking garbage. Like it really is nothing.
Monstrous piles of garbage.
All right. Well, like I said, sorry to bug you guys, but we just got this call. We all we do is we just check and make sure everybody's okay. And
You got a call?
yeah, we got a call from, I'm not sure if it was the young girl that left or if it was a neighbor that saw her walking around the street. So we'll get to the bottom of it. As soon as we make sure everybody's okay, then we'll decide, we'll figure out if maybe she was one of your kids that wandered away. How many kids do you have?
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
Woo! You guys are busy.
Yeah.
Officers head to the back of the house to the children's bedrooms, 2 tiny back rooms, the first crammed with narrow bunk beds, but otherwise empty, and the second, which is crammed with both bunk beds and a filthy mattress, which is sitting on the floor with 2 little girls sitting listlessly on top.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, girls.
They probably don't even know how to speak yet, bro.
Can I see your wrist? Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
The officers believe they found the room featured in Jordan's phone pictures, but there's only one thing missing, the actual chains. The children, obviously frightened and wary of the strangers, give no answers, though eventually one does point them surreptitiously to a sliding closet door. Meanwhile, Officer Ogden is still by the door with David and Luis, distracting them with questions and small talk.
Where are you guys planning on moving to?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
That's a long way away.
Yeah, it is.
You guys know family over there or anything
No,
like that?
my job is moving.
Oh, okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an engineer.
Finally, as his eyes have adjusted to the gloom, Officer Ogden notices something to his left and suddenly realizes David Turpin may have had a reason to be
lean
awkwardly
back.
standing in that particular spot in the entryway.
Yeah.
Is this another bedroom back here? You got another couple kiddos asleep
What you
there?
hiding?
Sarge, you got another room in the front right here with 2 kiddos in the bed.
Officers enter the previously unnoticed third bedroom, where they find a boy who is chained by his wrists and ankles to the top bunk bed. Back in the girls' room, Officer Rodriguez slides open the closet door and looks inside.
Oh no. Chains. What's in there? Oh my god, dog. Oh
right,
my
let's
god.
just go ahead and detain the parents at this point.
Ma'am, why don't you step over here for a minute? Okay, with you. And sir, step over here for a second. Just step over with my partner here for a second. You got any weapons on you?
No.
Turn around real quick, I'm gonna check you out. Do me a favor, face that window over here.
Over this one?
Yep.
Yeah, you're
All right, sir,
fucking,
go
you're
ahead,
locked
I'm
up,
gonna have you
dude.
turn over here, we're gonna walk outside, all right?
Can I get my house shoes?
Where's your shoes at?
There. Luis, you know if they're in the...
We'll have to find them. For right now, let's just walk out and we'll get you something, all right?
In the bedroom or the...
All right, well, we got the other stuff we're dealing with, and we'll try to find you them, okay?
You don't have any weapons on you,
Nothing hidden in the bra or anything. Okay, just making sure, because we have some people that do that, so we just want to make sure.
Like I said, I've never been in trouble.
Okay.
You should have been. Long time ago. Leaving your kids in a fucking house by themselves.
I don't understand.
I'll explain everything as
That's
soon as we make sure everybody's safe. Okay. Now let me ask you
Yes.
quickly: are there keys to the little locks?
Yes.
Okay. Where are they?
My son and daughter can get them.
Okay.
That's
so
in the house.
the ones that are in the house, they know where they are.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Is that what this is about?
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, definitely. We need to make sure that the kids are safe and that they're not
Okay.
tied up.
I know,
So,
that's understandable, but I can
hey,
explain that.
this is mine, so go ahead and put her in that one.
While the parents are being detained, officers still inside the house begin a desperate search to find the key to free the chained child.
Does it work on his?
I know. The other one, that's what I was saying. The other one is in there. It looks different than that, but it's the same size.
It's in the drawer?
It's in the drawer that I was in.
Holy shit, bro.
And finally, the young boy is freed. All 13 of the Turpin children were immediately taken to the hospital to receive treatment for their severe malnutrition.
How can you even
and other
move, bro?
injuries.
You're just making, like, how can you even move, dude? Like, you have 13 people in the house, right? On top of that, pounds and pounds, 90 pounds of garbage in there. Garbage, toys just all over the floor. Like, you're just making the space even tighter. Just a waste of real estate, bro. You can't move shit. You can't fit anything anywhere. No one can move. Like, What the fuck?
Their ages were officially determined, and though all had the overall appearance of children under 18, more than half of them, in fact, were actually adults between the ages of 18 and 29. The 28-year-old weighed only 82 pounds at the time of rescue, and all of the children suffered cognitive impairment and nerve damage from the consistent lack of food. Investigators would learn that food was something the children were psychologically tormented with, as the parents would buy large food items, such as whole pies, then leave them out for the children to look at, but not eat. As it turns out, the unopened toys investigators saw around the house on the day of the rescue were bought for the very same reason. Investigators would also discover that none of the children were educated, and indeed, none would claim to have knowledge beyond that of an average third grader. David Turpin had filed documents with the county claiming he was running a school out of his home for children, but this was later proved to be completely false.
Wasn't running
the
shit.
most they did was inform the children as to what grade they were supposed to be in, on the off chance a stranger asked them during one of their few ventures outside. With the oldest daughter, Jennifer, explaining, they love to point out things in Deuteronomy, saying that, "We have the right to do this to you. I was afraid to do one little thing wrong." When interrogated by authorities, both parents were completely unwilling or unable to come up with a single viable reason for why they treated their children this way. And Louise even seemed confused by the questioning.
Right?
She later wrote this letter to her children from her jail cell. It reads, "Father and I love you so much. We're so sorry for everything we've done wrong, and now realize that we had done some things wrong. Things will be so different in the future. The way you eat and outside time and baths will be done more regularly. I'm sorry this had to happen, but our future as a family will be so much better and stronger. We hope to see you guys soon."
Nothing is going to change. That is the shittiest apology I've ever heard in my fucking life. That is the worst apology I've ever heard. Nothing is going to fucking change. She's not changing shit, okay? Get the fuck up out of here. Also, holy shit, Yeet. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What do I even do at this point, Yeet? What do I do at this point? What do you want from me, bro? What can I do for you? Thank you, sir, for another 50 gifted. Holy shiza. I'm going to end up in a Sunny V2 video if you keep this up, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
But our future as a family will be so much better and stronger. We hope to see you guys soon. Love and kisses, Mom and Dad. I promise there will be no chains in the house again. That would never happen again. I'm so sorry.
Nigga, do not let them out with their children, bro. Please don't. Please don't, bro. This is terrible. This is awful, bro.
I love you so much and hope to see you soon. David had something different to say in a statement to the court. Your Honor, I thank God for all of my children. Each one of them is a blessing from God. My homeschooling and discipline had good intentions. I never intended for any harm to come to my children. I'm sorry if I've done anything to cause them harm. I'm glad that we were able to resolve this case without my children being forced to testify. I love my children, and I believe my children love me. I hope and pray that my children can stay close to each other and look out for each other since their mother and father cannot be there for them and with them. I hope the very best for my children and their future. When it came time for the children to give statements to the courts, one defended her parents. Joy Turpin, 21 at the time, had this to say: I want the court to know that our parents loved each other and loved each of their children. They felt that God blessed them with all their children, so they kept away from the world and trusted God would guide them through life. Through the years,
she's been fucking brainwashed. This is what brainwashing is, bro. She's been fucking brainwashed because that's all she knows. That's all she's ever experienced. She thinks it's the right fucking thing. Fucking brainwashed.
Became more and more overwhelming, but they kept trusting in God. I remember our mother sitting in her recliner and crying, saying she don't know what to do. She didn't want to use rope or chains, but she was afraid her children were taking in too much sugar and caffeine. Our parents didn't.
Amen. 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 If your kid is out there beating other niggas, whooping their asses, maybe like just doing some foul shit, ropes and chains would make some sense. But ropes and chains to stop you from eating fucking caffeine and shit is wild. And then hold on. And from sugar and caffeine is wild. And then on top of that, you're going to bring in pies, Krispy Kreme donuts, all types of processed food in the house for them to sit and look at. Shitty food, by the way, not food that's good for you. For them to sit and look at. What? Do you see how those two things contradict each other, bro? Do you see how that doesn't make any fucking sense? See how fucking dumb that is? You see how stupid you fucking sound?
For chains, but she was afraid her children were taking in too much sugar and caffeine. Our parents didn't know we were malnourished. Our parents decided to start homeschooling all their children. I believe our parents were afraid to put us in public school for many reasons. I feel like 25 years is too long of a sentence.
No,
I
it's too
believe
short.
with all my heart that our parents tried their best to raise all 13
You're
of
on
us.
a third grade level reading. I don't even know how you wrote this out. I'm proud of you, but still, dog. What do you mean? They did not do anything well for you, bro. Anything.
They wanted to give us a good life. The oldest child, Jennifer, gave a statement that seems much more in line with the other children who gave interviews to the press. I'm in college now and living independently. I love hanging out with my friends, and life is great. I believe everything happens for a reason. Life may have been bad, but it made me strong. I fought to become the person I am. I saw my dad change my mom. They almost changed me, but I realized what was happening. I immediately did what I could to not become like that. I'm a fighter, I'm strong, and I'm shooting through life like a rocket.
I like
In
that.
April 2019, David and Louise Turpin were both sentenced to 25 years to life in prison, where they remain to this day. As for the Turpin children, once their parents were arrested, they were split into two groups, with the adults being placed in supportive care and the underage children being placed into foster homes.
Oh, man.
This should have been where their story ended, as the children were now free and should have been safely on the road to recovery. But unfortunately, in 2022, the 6 younger Turpin children filed a lawsuit against both Riverside County and ChildNet, a private foster care agency, alleging that they were knowingly placed in inhumane foster homes.
Oh,
At the
shit.
time of this video, a resolution to this lawsuit has not been made. The adult Turpin children didn't entirely escape hardship at the hands of the county either. Tons of support flowed in from all over the country after their 2018 rescue, with money from the donations alone totaling $600,000. However, the money was placed in a trust and the children were allegedly unable to obtain funds from the court-appointed guardian of the trust upon request. It wasn't until ABC's 2020 investigated and aired a special on the case that, according to Jordan, people started listening and doing their jobs, and the money was distributed to the Turpin children.
That's not gonna last very long. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you.
These
dog.
kids survived.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. 600K is not gonna last for very long. We need to get these kids educated. We need to get these kids skills. And we need to get these kids up and ready to learn how to live on their own. Because 600K between 13 fucking people. It's a good start, though. It's a good jump. It's a good fucking start. Holy shit.